Hey chickies, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to be chatting about all the fragrances I'm going to be testing out now that the weather is a lot cooler. My fragrance collection and really wanted just to hone in on the ones that I thought were best for cooler weather. I really want to see if I can come up with different layering combos for future videos. Some of these are luxury fragrances, designer, as well as inspired by their interpretation of a luxury brand fragrance. So with that being said, if you're new here, I'm Christine and this channel is dedicated to beauty, fashion, lifestyle, vlogs. We have a little bit of everything going on here. If that's something that interests you, please make sure you subscribe. Would really appreciate it. And if you guys enjoy this video, please make sure you give it a like. This is more of a designer fragrance. It's Ariana Grande Cloud, which is a staple to many people. It's been in my collection for a couple of years now. Top notes of lavender blossom, juicy pear, bergamot. Middle notes of creme de coconut, indulgent praline, vanilla orchid. Base notes of sensual musks, creamy blonde woods. Combination from Bath & Body Works, snowflakes and cashmere, lotion with champagne toast body spray with Ariana Grande Cloud. It really smells heavenly. That's like the best way to describe it. I want to see if I can find a different layering combo for it because I really want to get a lot of use out of it. This is an EDP, an Eau de Parfum. This next fragrance, I did use it for a couple of weeks and then I kind of put it to the side because it was a lot warmer, but now that it's cooler, it's about time we find a couple different layering combos, and it's Valentino's Born in Roma. Top notes are blackcurrant, middle jasmine, and base of bourbon vanilla, and you really get that bourbon vanilla scent at the end. It has a little bit of like a peppery smell, at least with the opening. I find that this is more of like a nighttime fragrance, but I think it will be especially great for the cooler weather. Just recently spoke about this fragrance in the monthly favorites video. Make sure you check it out because in that video I do share with you a layering combo I've been enjoying, which is a little bit unusual, but you can't really knock it until you try it yourself. Maison Margiela's Replica Matcha Meditation. Top notes are bergamot essence, mandarin essence, green tea accord. Middle notes matcha accord, orange blossom absolute, jasmine accord, and base notes of benzoin, moss accord, and white chocolate accord. Captures the aroma, the scent of green tea and matcha in one. It has a dry down of white chocolate accord, so it also leaves you with a bit of sweetness. The wear time on the skin is a good couple of hours. I would say between 5 to 6 hours. I could still definitely smell it at the end of the day, but I would have to be close to the skin. Fragrances can get pricey really fast, so it's good that they do offer the purse sprays and also roller balls. Give it a test drive, see how you feel about it, and then possibly invest in a larger bottle, right? It's Kayali's Love Fest Burning Cherry 48. Scent is sweet and warm gourmands. The key notes are black cherry, rose damascena, and palo santo. First initial spray, it smells very cherry, woody, dry down note with a hint of cherry. It smells very lovely. Kayali's fragrances in general are just not really my cup of tea. I've smelled a couple of them. I've sprayed it in store and just felt like a lot of Kayali's fragrances were just too potent for my liking. This is the only one I found that I was just blown away with. The next one is probably one of my favorite fragrances, YSL's Libre Le Parfum Warm Florals family. The keynotes are saffron accord, orange flower, absolute diva lavender heart. It does have the same DNA as YSL Libre, except it's a lot spicier, warmer than YSL Libre. You can still smell the similarity, but if you spray them side by side, you can smell the difference. It's a very beautiful, intoxicating scent, perfect for the cooler weather. Next, we have some fragrances from Dossier, which I am a huge fan of. They basically make their own interpretation of designer fragrances, and we have a couple of them that I was waiting until the weather started to get a lot cooler in order to really play around with them, because the time when I had actually received them, it was hot, it was summertime, and it just didn't feel right to wear them. I also have a coupon code in case you're interested, where you can use my coupon code and stack it with whatever deal they have going on. I'm gonna link them down below in case you're interested, because they are having so many different sales. The first one I wanted to mention is Ambery Vanilla. So the notes of this are mandarin, pear, pink pepper, licorice, middle notes jasmine, orange blossom, and base notes of cedarwood, patchouli, vanilla, and coffee. And this also has a 15% concentration. And this is their interpretation of YSL Black Opium. Almost identical. Like, you really couldn't know the difference. I really wanted to show this some love, especially now that the weather has changed. So this is one that will be in rotation. The other one we have here is Ambery Saffron, also from Dossier. The top notes are saffron, orange blossom. Middle notes are jasmine, plum, cedarwood, and base notes oak moss, fir, balsam, and amber. Their interpretation of MFK's Baccarat Rouge EDP, which I have never smelled. Really want to smell the original one. Around $200 or $300 for a bottle of it, if I'm not mistaken, which is insane. Upon initial spray, it really does smell like Ariana Grande Cloud, but the dry down is where it differs. Smell the oak moss as well as the fir balsam. It has more of like this earthy hint to it. A great one, especially for cooler weather, and I wanted to, you know, show it some love and see what kind of layering combinations we can come up with. Price point on the Dossier fragrances are really good. They're very affordable. Another fragrance from Dossier is Ambery Cherry. The top notes are cherry, almond, cinnamon, middle notes of cloves, rose, jasmine, plum, and the base notes of Peru, balsam, tonka bean, and vanilla. And this is their interpretation of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry EDP. It did smell Tom Ford Lost Cherry. It smells almost identical, especially with the opening. The dry down is exactly the same, leathery scent. It is also unisex. Great interpretation of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. We of course need to have one from Bath & Body Works, and this is their Midnight Amber Glow. Their description is pretty much spot on. It smells like winding down with a warm nightcap on a chilly fall night, rich, cozy, and sweet. The fragrance notes are smooth amber, caramel latte, and vanilla bourbon. And that is exactly what they captured in Midnight Amber Glow. Smell the caramel latte, but it's not overpowering where it smells like you're inside a coffee shop. Marries well with the vanilla bourbon. It's a really beautiful scent that pairs perfectly with cooler weather and gives you all of those cozy vibes. So these are the base fragrances that we're going to be playing around with for the upcoming cooler months. Of course, I may incorporate a couple new ones here and there, but these are the ones I really want to show a lot of love to and see what kind of different layering combos we can come up with in terms of body oils, lotions, fragrance mist, and other fragrances layers. So what are your fragrances for the upcoming cooler months? If you guys have any layering suggestions, please make sure you leave them down below. As always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me for this video. Really appreciate your time. If you guys enjoyed it, found it helpful, and just enjoyed hanging out, please make sure you give this video a like, subscribe if you have not already. Would love for you to be part of the Chicky crew. Thank you, Chickies, so much for watching. Stay safe and healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.